This is Elizabeth Dendo, and I'm doing my Layer 3 lesson plan, the front side, part 1 video. Here's my lesson plan. Here's my grapheme chart. Hi, Suzanne.
Hi.
All right, so today we are going to be doing our working together like we do, and I'm going to be showing you some cards, and we're just going to review through them here in a minute. But first, we're going to do our warm-up, okay? So I'm going to say a word, and you repeat that word. So here we go. Say fry.
Fry.
Now say fry, but instead of F, or instead of F, say T.
Try.
Good job. Say brown.
Brown.
Now say brown, but instead of B, say K.
Crown.
Good job. Say sleigh.
Sleigh.
Now say sleigh, but instead of S, say P.
Play.
Good job. Say praise.
Praise.
Now say praise, but instead of P, say F.
Phrase.
Good job. Say true.
True.
Now say true, but instead of T, say
Through.
Good job. Okay. Now we're going to drill through our cards, and so I'll hold the card up, and you tell me the sound that it makes. Give me just a moment. I'm going to check my computer.
Okay.
All right, we're still doing great. All right.
A consonant, E, A.
Just tell me the sound, okay?
A.
Okay. All right.
Mm.
Okay. Okay.
A. Sn.
Okay.
R. A. A, and A.
Okay.
E. I, and I. Double.
Okay. Good job.
And O.
Okay.
S.
Good job.
Br.
Okay.
Cr.
Okay.
O.
Okay.
G. Nt. In.
Okay.
Is. Bull.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
Ch. J.
J.
I.
Okay.
O.
Good job. Okay. I'm gonna just set these over here. Away. All right. Okay, so you did a great job on that. Now we are going to to work on some of our sounds as you hear me say them, okay? So I'm gonna say some of these sounds and we're gonna use our sand. So I'll say the sound and then you say it back to me and do it in your sand, okay? What are the 4 sounds of A?
A consonant, E, A, I, A, Y, A.
Great job. What are the 3 sounds of bossy R?
E, R, I, R, U, R,
Good job. Okay, and now let's do a quick review. What is the sound of B?
B.
Okay, and let's do one more. The sound of D.
D.
Good job. All right, so now we're going to use our blending board. And we're going to read the cards, and as you read them, I want for you to swipe under it, okay? To blend your words, okay? So, okay, fingers up, ready, read.
Sm, sman.
Good job.
Brand.
Good job.
Read.
Okay.
Reading.
Good job. Okay.
Readle.
Good job.
Seed.
Okay. Okay.
Brig.
Okay.
Crimp.
Good job.
Blunt.
Okay.
Blotches.
Great job. That was a hard one. All right. So now we are going to we're going to do a skill intensive where we are going to look at this paper. I'm going to read you a word, and I want for you to figure out which is the correct spelling of the word. We're using our long A, okay? So, so you can mark it with your pencil as we go. Our first word is cake. Say cake.
Cake.
Okay? So now please sound out each of the options you see.
It's not that one because it's a closed syllable and it's a short vowel, so
Okay.
it's not that one.
But read that to me.
Cat.
Okay?
Second one, cake. That's possible. Cake. That's possible. Cake. That's possible, but it's not that one because AY only comes at the end of the word. So I think it's going to be the A consonant E. Cake.
Okay. Great job. You can circle that one for me. All right. So our next word is tray. Say tray.
Tray.
Like a tray of sand.
Tray. This is possible.
sound that one out for me?
Tray.
Is it tray or is it tra?
It would be tray because it's an open syllable.
Okay.
That's not possible because there's not a consonant there, so it doesn't really make a word.
Okay.
Tray. This could be it, but AI comes in the middle of the word, so, and not at the end, so it's not that one. I think this one T-R-A-Y, tray, because A-Y comes at the end of the word.
Great job. You're correct. All right. Now we're going to do another one. Brain. Like use your brain like you're doing right now.
Okay.
Say brain.
Brain.
Good job.
This is not it because this would be bran.
Okay.
This says brain, but I don't think that's the correct spelling of it.
Okay.
Brain here.
Mm-hmm.
A-Y is always at the end, so I think it's going to be A-I because A-I comes in the middle of the word, so brain.
Okay, great job. You did great on that one. All right. Good job using your brain.
Thank you.
All right, so now we are going to look at some new cards, okay? So we are going to look at these cards and we are going to say the sound 3 times as we learn the new card, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Re.
Okay, and I'm so sorry, I forgot to tell you the sound before I showed it to you. Re. And you did a great job. You knew that one already.
Yeah.
Okay. This new sound is pre.
Pre.
Great job. This new sound is B.
B.
Good job. This new sound is D.
D.
Good job. And our last new sound for today is pro. Wonderful. I'll just set it right here for us. All right, so now we're going to play a little game. We are going to practice these new words that we got, our new sounds that we got, sorry. And it's going to be where you're going to look at all of your new sounds, okay? And you'll decide which of your new prefix sounds, that's what we call them, prefixes, which of your prefix sound goes with the word that I'm going to say out loud to you, and you just show me the card, okay? So our first word is rewind. Perfect, okay? Preschool.
Pre.
Great. Defrost.
D.
Wonderful. Protect.
Pro.
Good job. Behind.
B.
Wonderful. Okay, so I'll take those cards back up. You did a great job on that one. Okay, thank you. Okay, so now we're going to pull our sand back out, and we are going to do our sounds in the sand, okay? So I'll call out the sound for you. You repeat the sound and then spell it in the sand for me, okay? So,
Re.
Wonderful. Okay, pro.
Pro.
Great job. D. Wonderful. Pre. Awesome. B. Wonderful. Okay, we can put our sand away. Okay, so now we're going to pull out our finger tap sheet, and you'll be familiar with this from previous lessons. We're going to finger tap, and then we're going to write the words, okay? So, okay, so pencils up, all right. Defend, ready, pound.
Defend, D, fend,
Good job.
F-E-N-D.
Wonderful. Pencils up, recall.
Recall.
Sorry, ready,
Sorry,
pound.
I rushed on that one.
That's okay. Let's try that. Let's start over on that one. Pencils up,
Mhm.
recall, ready, pound.
Recall, R-E, call, K-A-W, C-A-L-L.
Awesome. Okay, pencils up, reprint, ready, pound.
Reprint, R-E, print, P-R-I-N-T.
Wonderful. We're halfway there. Okay, pencils up, protect, ready, pound.
Protect, P-R-O, tect, T-E-C-T.
Wonderful. Okay, pencils up, remake, ready, pound.
Remake, R-E-make, M-A-K, M-A-K-E.
Okay, great job. And our last word, pencils up, replant, ready, pound.
Replant, R-E, plant, P-L-A-N-T, P-O-A-N-T.
Wonderful. Great job on that. Now I'm going to give you this clean copy. I want for you to look at the words. Let's make sure we have them spelled correctly and read them to me.
Defend, recall, reprint, protect, remake, replant.
Wonderful job. All right. Now we're going to work on our dictation sentences. So what I want for you to do is listen as I say the sentence 2 times, and then you're going to pound the sentence when you say it, okay? But listen to my sentence first. I demand you behave. I demand you behave. So now I want you to pound it as you say it, okay?
I demand you behave.
Let's try that one more time. We omitted a word on that one.
Can you repeat it for me?
Of course. I demand that you behave.
Got it. I demand that you behave.
Wonderful.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. Now write it. If you need to pound again as you're writing, you can.
I demand that you behave.
Awesome. Great job remembering your punctuation as well. Okay, so now listen as I say this next sentence 2 times, okay? And this one's actually a little easier than the last one. Okay, Jake must defend his speech. Jake must defend his speech. Now you say the sentence and pound it.
Jake must defend his speech.
Okay, now write it.
Jake must defend his speech.
Wonderful job. Okay, now I'm going to give you this clean copy. I want for you to read these sentences from the clean copy aloud, please.
I demand that you behave. Jake must defend his speech.
All right, wonderful job on that.